guys, it's iOS Nemesis and I'm back again with another tutorial. So in this video we'll be looking at 3 applications that can be used to bypass iCloud activation lock on A12 Plus devices. So if I'm talking about A12 Plus devices, I'm talking about iPhone XS up to the latest iPhone. So it includes all the iPhones with A12 Plus chipset. So we have 3 applications here. We have the iRemoval Pro, the Premium Edition, Mina Activator A12, and then HFZ Activator A12. So all these can bypass iCloud activation lock without signal on A12 Plus devices. But some people will ask, what is the difference between these 2 applications, and then which one is the best? Sorry, the 3 applications, which one is the best? So this is what we'll be discussing in this video, and then I'll be discussing the pros and cons of each of these softwares. So let's just go ahead and then extract these softwares onto this PC. So let's extract. Great. So once the extraction is done, first we are going to install HFZ Activator because it needs an installation. The other 2 does not. I've already installed it, but for tutorial purpose I'm going to show you how you can install. If just click on install, and then if it comes installed, just install it like that. I've already installed. That is why I saw repair there. So let's take a look at HFZ Activator. Since I've already installed it, let me launch it and then we will discuss HFZ. Okay, so I will launch HFZ Activator Premium as an administrator, and you can see, so this is HFZ Activator. So it will now check for necessary drivers and then update and stuff, and then see whether it needs an update or there's a driver it needs to install. So once all of this is done, it will just tell you to connect your device so that you can check your device for compatibility. So I'll just reconnect my device real quick here, and then it should just detect my device. So you can see my device is on iOS 17.4.1. so this is very important. You should know your iOS version. Great. So I'll just check if my device is supported. So I'll just click on activate, and it will just process my device and see. You can see it says your device is supported, no signal, complete registration, and then you can use this service. So this says that the device is supported. If it says the device is supported, you can just register your device, and then you can bypass. So I will leave a link in the description if you want to purchase with HFZ Activator. I'll leave a link so you can chat me on WhatsApp or Telegram and then purchase or register your device. So what are the pros and cons of HFZ Activator? So the pros: HFZ Activator is very cheap. It is very cheap compared to the other 2 I'll be talking about. So it is very cheap when you are on a budget or you don't have enough money to buy from iRemoval Pro or Mina. So, and then HFZ is also an underdog when it comes to the A12 Plus bypass softwares. So what about the cons? So like I said, they are the underdog. So if there's a patch from Apple's side and then it breaks the A12 Plus bypass, and then in the future if there's any updates, I don't think HFZ Activator will be the first. So if you purchase now, yes, surely you'll be able to bypass again in the future, but they will not be first. It will take them maybe months to maybe release the software so you can re-bypass if your device gets to the iCloud screen. So please, if you want to purchase, do not be fooled by the cheap price. They might not be the first to release an update if there's a patch. So that is the con of HFZ Activator. And then it also has a lot of errors. So there are a lot of bugs in HFZ Activator. And also once you bypass with HFZ Activator, you have to use a proxy to sign in onto your device. So these are there's a lot of issues. So yeah, so these are the pros and cons of HFZ Activator. And the another Pro it's on Windows, so you can use it on Windows, and I think they have a Mac version, but I don't think it has been released yet. But yeah, so that is HFZ Activator. So let's get to iRemoval Pro, the leading software in the A12 Plus, or it says I'll quickly disable Windows Defender. Right, so it has not been disabled. I can launch it as administrator. When you launch it just like that with the administrator, it might just open and then exit itself, so you might have to launch it as an administrator. Launch it and then wait for it to open. You see, the first time I didn't launch it as administrator, it just opened and it closed itself. So I launch it again as an administrator, so it should just open and then yeah, it will not quit. So I've connected my device, and then it's going to check for it. With iRemoval Pro, your device is going to shut off and then reboot back to the setup screen. That is how it checks. I don't know why, but that is part of the process. So just wait for it to reconnect. So it has reconnected. There's an error, so I'll just reconnect again. Wait for it to shut off and then reconnect again. Yeah, so there are a lot of problems. Some are based on the computer you're using, some are the devices you connected, and some are from the software. So just keep retrying until it says your device is supported or unsupported. So it's now checking, and then you can see it says that my device is supported for A12 Plus bypass. So what are the pros of iRemoval Pro? One, they are always the first to release A12 Plus bypass too. So if I bypass now, or if I register with iRemoval Pro in the future, it is guaranteed that they are always the first to release A12 Plus bypass before the others follows, which would take them months, like I said about HFZ Activator. So another that is the pros on the iRemoval Pro. What about the cons on iRemoval Pro? So it is very, very expensive. Yes, it is very expensive compared to HFZ Activator. And then another con is they enforce market prices, so resellers, distributors cannot modify the prices set by iRemoval Pro unless you meet the minimum requirement for deposit. That is when they can give you a cheaper price, but for reselling you cannot sell it below the prices they give to resellers. So that is another con for iRemoval Pro. It is not for HFZ Activator. So another con is once you bypass your device, it doesn't come with signal, and then you need a proxy to sign in into the iCloud. So that is the con of iRemoval Pro, and also a lot of errors. It is not one click bypass. Sometimes it will be one click, sometimes it will take you more than 5 times to be able to successfully bypass your device with iRemoval Pro. So since we've talked about iRemoval Pro, let's get to the last software, that is the Mina. So Mina is actually very, very good software. Launch it as an administrator, and then we will wait for it to open. Okay, so it says that my iOS 17.4 build is not supported. This to only supports this. Okay, so another one for Mina Activator, you can see it doesn't support iOS 17. You can see that iRemoval Pro supports iOS 17, HFZ supports iOS 17, but Mina does not support iOS 17. So that is a con for Mina Activator Pro. But if you have a lower version, you will not be able to bypass unless you are at the supported version, that is 18 to 26, 18 and then 26. So what are the pros of Mina Activator? So the pros is they are second in line with iRemoval Pro to release A12 Plus bypass once the bypass is available. So they are always the first. iRemoval Pro first, and then Mina Activator second. And then what are the cons? It is as expensive as iRemoval Pro. Secondly, they really enforce market price, same as iRemoval Pro. And then also Mina Activator doesn't really have a lot of errors compared to iRemoval Pro. It is very stable. It's a very stable software, apart from these not supported versions. So these are the software. So which one should you use? Should you use Mina Activator, HFZ, or iRemoval Pro? Well, I'll say it depends on you. If you always want to be the first to unlock your devices whenever there's A12 Plus bypass, use Mina or iRemoval Pro, or specifically use iRemoval Pro. If you want a cheaper version and you don't care about who releases first, then I think HFZ Activator is good for you, because you can get $5 or $8 or $10 less than what iRemoval Pro charges for a device. So I'll leave the prices on the screen so you can see each device, and then HFZ Activator's price is -$5, or if you are watching my channel and you subscribe, I can give you -$8 off for HFZ Activator Pro bypass or registration. And if you're on iRemoval Pro, the prices does not change. Like I said, it's very expensive. So if you like the video, smash that subscribe button, like the video, and then leave a comment if you have a problem or you have a question. I'll make sure I answer it. And if you want to register, just check the description box. I'll leave a link to my WhatsApp or Telegram, so you can inbox me for registration. See you in another video. Bye bye.